Today on Listen Up, a personal journey into the dangers of the global slave trade. Children for sale and the heroes who rescue them. That's next. Welcome to Listen Up. I'm Lorna Duick. Today, we take you to a story we created to say it's time for this TV program to give to those who need help. We have files of facts here, but the file that troubles us most is the one on the global slave trade. More people live in bonded slavery today than when the slave trade was abolished in the 1800s. We're not talking about bad jobs, low income, but rather a complete loss of freedom. Over 21 million people around the globe are trapped in modern-day slavery. Today, we'll introduce you to children who are at risk of facing that future, and this is our program to make a difference in their lives. We warn you that this broadcast is not suitable for young children. Arriving in Cambodia is an immersion into the exotic. For the vacationer, there'll be no shortage of sights. Stunning temples, congested markets, fabulous restaurants, and endless local curiosities. And on the back of my motorized rickshaw, a chilling reminder: children can be sold for sex here. Cambodia is just one of 57 countries in the world where child sex tourism is at work. It's a destination country for that crime. Today we will take you to a community of children who are at the greatest risk of being sold. Sold into the sex trade by their own parents. Sold as objects to make money for the family. Our journey begins by following children at risk into their weekly visit to a haven of safety. Their voices are a sweet prayer. Their goodness a contrast to the threat of evil around them. Will this church stop these children from being sold? That's part of the prayer of this pastor and those who work with these children. Today we'll investigate their hopes and those who respond to them. Here's how it's happening. There's many who work here to stop sex trafficking, and we'll travel with Kim Bui for a closer look.
It's become a norm to sell their children. Even they're only 6 years old, and for some of them very young, only 6, and most of them like under 12 years old, all of them under 12. So that's a normal thing for the Vietnamese parent to sell their children. That's the main thing.
Kim has known plenty of danger in her life. As a child, she hid in the U.S. Embassy in Saigon and escaped the Vietnam War on the last American flight leaving the country. She made her way through refugee camps to Canada and eventually became an accountant for a stockbroker in Toronto. Out of her profits, she came to Cambodia.
It's in 2001. I came here at a short term, just like tourist to visit my sister. And I heard a lot about children for sale, and my sister crying out to her many times. I felt sorry. But until one day, my sister pointed at one girl, she's about 12 years old, and told me that that girl going to be sold by her parents. So that night I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. I cried out to God. I said, why God? And I asked God to send me back here. So now I'm here.
Realizing a child she had taught had been sold into the sex trade launched Kim into a career change. From comfort to managing over 450 children who are part of the New Hope School Project. Like her, they too have fled Vietnam with their parents.
We try to give the girl education and give her a vocational training, a trade, so she won't, at least she can ask the parent not to sell her, like for her to bring the money home in a couple of years when she finishes school.
Now Kim finds herself part of the missionary movement to help them. Their beauty, their composure are as compelling as their dreams. Like the tidy uniforms New Hope School provides, they project an image of the special status we expect children to have.
My name is Yang. I'm 15 years old, and I like to study furthermore to learn all the language like Chinese, Vietnamese, English, and I want to be well educated.
But this week, one of the girls that should be among her school chums is missing.
She's not going to church today because usually they come to church. But usually when they need the time selling, they pull the girl out from the church. I'm going to lose one girl because the father lost money in cockfighting. And so the girl told me that she's going to be sold by her parent, her father, because her father lost much money in gambling.
It's hard to tell what these children think of the risk they live in, but one thing is sure, they are friends with God. This is their tiny church. Not one parent is present. Each child heads to church alone. They know they are loved by God.
I think they believe in God will rescue them. Even during that time, they would cry out to God because He's the one they put the trust in Him. And probably they would ask, why God?
When Listen Up returns, pastors who pose as pedophiles, going undercover to take the church into a dangerous recovery of children's innocence.
This segment brought to you by Samaritan's Purse. For more information, visit SamaritansPurse.ca.